Welcome. In this video we are going to discuss the perfect sign locations. There will be two main parts of the video. First, we'll discuss general rules of thumb, and second, we'll go over the three types of sign stops. The first rule of thumb to placing signs is to always think headlights. The signs should be in locations where headlights would shine on them. This means always to the right side of the road, or at a T in the road, straight ahead slightly to the right where oncoming traffic shines their headlights on them as seen here. Never place signs on the left side of the road or in overgrown bushes as seen here. The second rule of thumb is placing signs where cars are stopped. A stopped car is much more likely to read the sign than a moving car. As you can see in this clip, try to place the sign on the right side of the road as close to the intersection as possible. This way the cars stopped at the stop sign are more likely to read the sign. The third rule of thumb is never place a sign in obvious private property. Resist from placing signs in locations that are obviously someone's private property. Strips of grass with a sidewalk in between the private property are generally city property and are okay locations, but obvious private property is not. Next, we will discuss the three types of stops you will see on the routes, being schools, centers, and neighborhoods. The first type of stop is elementary schools. Every school will get exactly 3 signs each. At least one of the signs will be very close to the school, and the other 1 or 2 in pathways in and out of the school. Think school traffic. Here we see an entrance to a parking lot, and then a sign is placed on the right side of the road where school traffic is sure to build up. Next, we see a school exit with a sign placed a few hundred yards up on the right side of the road, right next to the stop sign. Another great spot. The second type of stop is centers. These stops will receive 2 signs each. If possible, try to place signs near entrance and exits of the center. If not, strips of grass in the center of the parking lot are fine. Here we see a perfectly placed sign near the exit of a center. Next, we see a great place sign in the center of a parking lot. The third and final type of stop are neighborhood stops. Every one of these stops gets one sign each. These stops are in the entrance and exit ways of the neighborhood. Important to note, these signs should only be placed on the neighborhood streets and never the very busy streets around them. Unmanned gates are perfect locations, while manned gates should always be avoided. In conclusion, the 3 rules of thumbs went over were think headlights, stopped cars, and never private property. The 3 types of stops you will see are schools, which have 3 signs each, centers, 2 signs each, and neighborhoods, 1 sign each stop.